Hi, good afternoon. It is Chris Chen. It is here this week in real estate. One of the biggest impacts of and changes to the real estate market is going to go into effect mandatory next Friday on the 17th. I've talked about this before, but I really want to make sure that you understand what's happening, why it's happening, and what you can do to protect yourself after these changes. The first thing that's changing is in all instances now, when you are a seller and selling your house, commissions are negotiable. They've always been negotiable, but now when we do a listing agreement, there's only going to be one commission that's going to be paid, and that's going to be paid to the listing agent. So that amount will be paid to me or Katie and or your listing agent, and there will be nothing in the listing agreement that will be a mandatory payment to a cooperating broker. This is a very big change. The biggest impact on that is, though, buyers are going to be paying for their own broker's fees. However, buyers have always been paying the broker's fees because it comes out of the sale and proceeds. So when the buyer puts all of the money and the money from the bank for their mortgage goes into escrow, then that money gets paid to the seller's broker, and also to the buyer's broker. That's going to change now. Now, the buyer is going to have to negotiate to have their broker compensated or compensate the broker directly from themselves during an escrow. So it's not that the commission is going away. It's just going to be negotiated at a different time. And I'll tell you that paying the buyer's broker or offering compensation to them is a huge marketing advantage for sellers that are trying to have their property stand out, because cash to close or down payments are one of the biggest things that buyers are saving up for, and giving them the opportunity to finance that amount in their mortgage really helps the buyers. So if you want to really make your home stand out, I would definitely look into, talk to your realtor, talk to Katie and I about how to use that as a marketing tool to add incentive for buyers to buy your home for top dollar. The second big change is now every time that I meet with a new client to show a house, it is mandatory that I have them sign a buyer representation agreement. There are now several buyer representation agreements. There's a showing agreement, which only shows 3 houses. It's kind of the, like, you just called me up, we don't really know each other, so we're going to do a showing agreement for 3 houses initially. And it could only be 3 houses, up to 3 houses. But that showing agreement that you sign with me ties that buyer to me for 30 days and for those 3 houses. If you like those houses, then you want to make an offer, then you're making that offer with me because I have opened the door for you. I am not allowed to open a door for a new client without having one of those signs. The reason why it's really important for you to understand that is, if you go to an open house and they have a sign-in sheet, be careful to what you're signing. You want to work with somebody that you know and trust. You want to work with somebody that is going to have your back. You want to work with somebody that has good experience, that you know can get the job done for you, that has your goals as their goals to get you the house that you deserve and your family wants. You don't want to go to an open house and sign into an open house and sign an agreement that basically says that they showed you that house because you came into the open house. And now that you are tied to that, if you really like that house, you can't call me up and go, hey, Chris, we want you to represent us in the purchases of this house, because you've signed an agreement with somebody. That is a big factor that I think should be on the top of mind for all potential buyers now. The other agreements are a exclusive buyer rep agreement and a non-exclusive buyer rep agreement, and those are for 90 days. So depending on the form that they ask you to sign, you could be tied to somebody for a buyer representation agreement for 90 days. And I don't want that to happen to you. I think that you should be able to interview realtors that you want to work with, that will have your back, that have 10, 15, 20 years of experience like Katie and I, so that you can make sure that you are getting the best representation for you. Be careful what you're signing. Be careful what people are telling you, because these are contracts. These are documents that are making a contractual obligation to that other realtor. So please keep this in mind moving forward. If you're buying or selling, if you have any questions, because I know that's a lot of information up front and it can be a little bit scary to understand how to navigate this in the future, please do not hesitate to give Katie or I a call. Please call us. If you don't call us, but you need help, you're denying us the ability to help you. And that's what Katie and I love to do. We love to help people. So please don't deny us the opportunity to help you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.